Welcome back to Season 5, Episode 14 of Teed Up, where everyone's a sports expert.
Podcast that makes you care about sports, including President Connolly.
We're an original podcast created and produced by Long Beach State student-run newspaper, The Long Beach Current. I'm Maddie C.
I'm Maddie G. And I just got to start with the main topic. I fucked up. I'm really sorry to 22 West. Never meant to come and discredit you guys. I was trying to take a jab at ourselves, actually, and call us scrawny, stereotypical journalists who are skinny and outsized in that matchup, but slipped up, sounded wrong, and yeah, sorry, JayDe. Sorry to the rest of you guys' team.
Yeah, heat of the moment, obviously. 22 West versus Long Beach Current basketball game was a lot of fun.
Yes.
And then you guys headed straight to the studio and got a little too serious. So it's a tense atmosphere out here at 22 West right now. You guys are going to need to make a few more apologies in person, and hopefully we can have another competition, another friendly competition.
Yes.
Settle this on the field.
I blame whatever they put in those IHOP hash browns I had post-game.
Yeah, it hopped you up a little too much.
Yeah.
A little too much.
But
We'll have to do some ping pong next or something.
ping pong,
Ping pong.
I don't know. Something a little more,
a little less personal.
yeah.
I'm thinking maybe some volleyball.
Volleyball.
Get some volleyball out there. Sets the size and athleticism of that Long Beach Current staff.
Really outsized us there, yeah.
Yeah, we might have the real edge there. But we'll take you on. Any sport, any day. You let us know.
I know we'd love it. But let's get into what we actually came to talk about as well. Volleyball.
Yes.
Men's volleyball specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Road to a natty. How do we feel?
I feel good. Personally, I love it.
Yeah.
How you guys feel?
I feel good, but not to the level I did a few weeks ago,
Yeah. 100%.
for obvious reasons. But
I think we'll be able to win it. But, I mean, me personally, my thing is, I don't think we're a 1 seed.
I think we are. And rest in peace, Bruce Kuntz, 22 West play-by-play announcer, not able to be with us today. My partner in crime every single night at the Pyramid. He'll tell you the same thing. I think we are the best team in the nation.
Mhm.
And we proved it throughout the entire regular season until we lost to Hawaii, not only in Hawaii, but in the Big West Championship. The fact that the Natty is in Ohio and not Hawaii makes us the 1 seed.
Okay.
If the Natties played at the Stan Sheriff Center, we're the 2 seed. Biggest home crowd advantage in all of the Big West, by far, is Hawaii. And I think we can hold the edge at a neutral site.
I wonder what kind of turnout they'll get. Because when they play in Long Beach, it's still almost a home game for them.
I'm sure I heard this from athletics last year that there were a lot of Hawaii people with tickets last year to last year's Natty because you have to buy them in advance. And that was before one of their best players got hurt. So there was just a lot of Hawaii fans last year with tickets to a national championship game with no Hawaii in the tournament. So I'm sure they have tickets ready for this year as well.
You had to buy, like, I'm pretty sure a season ticket plan to get advanced.
Yeah, I
priority
think
when they were
so.
Doing it, yeah. I remember those tickets were selling for like $1,000.
Yeah.
Oof,
It was crazy.
that is crazy.
For like a volleyball game in the Pyramid.
But it's so worth it, though. It's so worth it. We saw so many cool games this year. It's such an honor, privilege. All those words to sit like courtside, like Matt, you're there too.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting right next to the court, right next to the best volleyball team in the country, and to be able to be working and like not an active participant in it, but you're a part of that atmosphere. It feels incredible. Like the Walter Pyramid is so much fun when it's packed out like that. When it's a true Long Beach State home game, it's awesome.
Especially the last 3 crowds, minus the one during spring break, they were all sellouts.
Yeah.
So, I mean, definitely that atmosphere is second to none. I think personally, I think we're the best team in the country, and I'm not going against that. But I think if I was looking at it from a Hawaii's perspective, they did beat us 2 out of 3 times. But at the end of the day, it's just the seeding, and I think if we match up again on a neutral site, I think we take care of business. So
It's also about who plays. Hawaii beat us 2 out of 3 times without Tristan Tatrisky,
Yeah.
one of their best hitters. Like he was on the bench for those games, which is crazy. And we struggled with our injuries too this season. We're not at 100%. We're not where we were week 1. So it's all about the matchups. It's all about who plays and who's fully fit to go 100% with national title on the line.
Yeah, I mean, that being said, Shaponis hasn't been playing the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Maddie was saying he heard that he doesn't look like he's going to even be ready to go then.
Yeah. So Torres Schiappani is one of the most electric players, obviously from last year's run and then this year's run. He was so good to start the season. And Bruce and I on the broadcast, every time we always point out, like, he's injured, but he's still up there on the bench, hopping around and hyping up his guys. Like, he's a senior and he's making his senior year count, but he can't do it on the court. And it's so unfortunate because he's such a good player.
For me, that's the player I want to win the most. I feel like since he's been here, because I've been here the entire time since he transferred in, and he just wanted it. Like, he would get pissed every game, show the most emotion, maybe sometimes a little too much emotion, some outbursts, but every night, like, I would hear rumors about him after losses, like locking himself in his room, not wanting to come out while everyone else was partying. He just had that grit.
He's a dog.
He's a dog.
He really is. But he's going to play professionally in Greece following this season.
Yeah.
Like, on his senior night, that was a shock to me. I was hoping he was going to have a future career, but that's a guy. That's a team guy. Because it'd be really easy for someone to get injured, sit on the sidelines, sit back, and not want to participate in any way. But Schiappanis has done a great job being a leader just off the court.
One thing that stuck out to me, talking to Alan Knipe after the second game against UCI at UC Irvine, after the game, he was asked who on the team kind of like rallied the guys after they got swept the previous night at the Pyramid, and it was Satiris Saponis, which, even though he wasn't even playing, he was the guy kind of motivating everyone to, get back the next night, and they ended up sweeping him. So
that's super cool. That's exactly what you want to hear. And that second night in UC Irvine was so much fun.
I think that might have been the best Long Beach State game in person.
Yeah. Bruce and I, we almost didn't make it to that game.
Neither did I, because I was going to do a Dirtbags game that night.
Yep.
But honestly, I was doing the game at the Pyramid the night before, and I was like, all right, we're probably going to sweep. We're probably going to win. I'll do Dirtbags against Santa Barbara the next night. I was like, oh, snap, we got swept. Like, I got to go to the second game. I got to go to the rematch. Shout out to Roger, though, getting me a pass after he said it was filled up. A few hours later, he was like, never mind. You can come. I'm like, all right.
Similar situation. Bruce is a huge baseball guy, so it was Tyler Bremner on the mound for UC Santa Barbara.
The night before.
Right? And he wasn't seething, but he was mildly upset that we were at the Pyramid, and then the fact that Long Beach State got swept, and he's checking the score. He's like, I mean, we're kind of teeing off of Tyler Bremner right now, so I'm not too mad about it.
Yeah.
But it was this whole back and forth in the studio about whether or not we should go to the volleyball game or go to the Dirtbags game, or should we split the series? And we eventually made it to UC Irvine, and 100%, that's the best.
And I think the Dirtbags lost 9-0 that night.
They did. They lost huge that night
Yeah.
too. So we walked out of that gym, and it was sold out. And obviously, Moni has that serve at the end on our side of where the broadcast booth was. And thank goodness we got like a commentary clip from it, because Bruce is going, it's 28-27. Nikolov doesn't have a serve tonight. He needs his first. There it is. Like, he's got this electric call, and he's all into it. Like, he's so hyped. We were wearing suits. Like, we dressed up for this whole thing. And we walk out of the gym, because we stuck around, and we obviously take a picture with the court and like kind of soak in the atmosphere a little bit, going, wow, that was really incredible. We walk out of that gym going, this would have been a whole lot better than Blair Field. We're never going to forget this.
Exactly.
This is so much better than sitting out in the cold, and this is an unforgettable kind of night. So, yeah, last stretch of the season was electric.
Definitely.
That UCI team, I'm pretty sure you posted about it. Just them missing out on this tournament, the opportunity to play. UCLA kind of getting their spot. How do you feel?
I don't like that. I don't like it at all. UCLA is a little banged up right now. They're not at 100%, and they struggled in the MPSF. They didn't make the final. UCI is at full strength. They've got Hilaire Heno, who is going to finish his collegiate career tied for the career aces record. Like, tied. He had 6 aces against Hawaii in his last collegiate game. And they've got Nolan Flexen. They've got William D'Arcy. Like, they've got dogs on that team, too. And they're all healthy. Mm-hmm. Their coach came out after the Hawaii game in a press conference, like the post-game presser, and like pretty much begged the committee to give them a spot and said, we are here. We're the best. We can be the best. We've beat the best. We've beat Long Beach. Please put us in the tournament. And it wasn't enough. So I really wish we would have gotten to see UCI again over UCLA. But obviously UCLA is defending champs. They've got all that resume to back them up. And the only real solution would be to expand the tournament, and that's not going to happen. So we have to miss out on seeing UC Irvine make a run of some kind, which is unfortunate.
I think it's sad that the idea is so quickly to be shut down of the tournament expanding, but then we just see GCU fold
Oh my God.
Yeah.
overnight, like one of the bigger programs in the sport fold.
They were nearly in the national championship game, one set away last year. They had us on the ropes, up 2-0 in the pyramid, and then great comeback, and then their coach leaves in the offseason. I think one of their best players also transferred to UCLA. He's on that squad now, so I don't know if this was something that was somewhat rumored to be around or it kind of happened
Spontaneously.
Yeah, spontaneously. That is the word. But that's just really unfortunate to see, especially a program that's just done well for your school. Like, why eliminate that one? So, kind of puzzling.
Yeah, the whole GCU situation is crazy. And the way the players found out, too, is devastating. Like, they called a meeting on Monday morning, like 10 o'clock, not even a mandatory meeting. 10:04, everybody knew that there was no longer volleyball at GCU. All the new transfers who were coming in, all the new recruits found out through the Instagram post like everybody else. Like, that's just not okay. It's not okay to find out that your entire collegiate future is now non-existent.
I think what's really low too is they were like, you can come play club volleyball.
Oh, that was
crazy.
so
Yeah.
low.
That's crazy.
Kids on scholarships and just offering them an opportunity to play club.
That's insane.
It was crazy work. And it's not just the big names, right, who led that GCU team this year, the Cole Otmars and the Jared Andersons, right? It's like it's everybody on that team now needs to find a new home.
Mm-hmm.
And GCU has no plans of listening to any kind of save the program calls from really the big players in college volleyball. Like, it's been all over my social media, at least, with everybody saying, this sucks, we need to save it, we need to do something. And unfortunately, right now, it doesn't look like anything is going to happen to save GCU volleyball. And that is so, so unfortunate because they are a really good team who went through a lot of adversity this year and still came out as the 11 team in the country in the final poll. Like, incredible. And I guarantee if they would have kept the program around for another year, we could be looking at an appearance in a national finals or a national tournament, something.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like these things just get handled very poorly in collegiate athletics. I talked about it a little bit with Alan when he came on our podcast, but I remember Stanford folded like 4 or 5 years ago now, their volleyball program overnight. But it was multiple programs back then. It was like maybe gymnastics, all these things. Pulled all the kids. It was on a Zoom and just told them, like, yeah, your sport's done.
Is there anything more COVID era than getting fired over like a Zoom meeting?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And because I remember one of the players played with, why am I blanking? Alan's son.
Oh, Aiden.
Aiden. He played with Aiden in high school. And then he ended up transferring back to community college to play after Stanford folded, just to like try to rebuild himself. And honestly, I don't know what happened to him, but I remember Alan telling me like, yeah, he was really good volleyball player. It's just a shame like these programs just fold.
Yeah, we saw Sacred Heart, another team Long Beach played this year, move their program from Division I to Division III because they didn't want to support it anymore. They didn't think it was worth supporting. It's unfortunate because I was not a men's volleyball fan before I started calling men's volleyball.
Yeah.
Like I watched it at the Olympics and that was it. But now that like you're at every game and you have to get involved somehow to like keep up with the sport, it sucks. It really sucks to see like the athletes who work so hard and the programs that are really, really good or have sustained themselves over the better part of 2 decades all of a sudden fold and not be existent anymore. That's puts everybody on notice too. Like now if Grand Canyon folds, nobody's safe. Nobody's safe.
And it's just the time it should be growing the most. Like,
yeah,
we failed to mention his name that much outside of talking about the team, but like Moni really moved the sport this year.
Oh yeah.
The ESPN post like how much more popular it's become. It's our most successful podcast ever when we had him on. And I still see people commenting on it being like, there needs to be more coverage, like more. And it's just less.
Yeah, you guys even got clipped by volleyball channels and like all this stuff. It's huge. He's obviously a huge part. Our most viewed reels for 22 West are the ones where we're calling a Moni Nikolov moment. He's changed the game for sure.
Moni Nikolov better than Cooper Flagg as a better prospect.
Yes, 100%.
I mean, assuming it seems like he's going to be one and done. It's just
Yeah.
crazy that we're thinking about a volleyball player.
Being one and done.
Yeah, one and done, and we're like, oh my gosh.
I had this exact conversation in my dorm bathroom last night with a few of my suite mates. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's the talk of everywhere. They're like, hey, is he going to stay? Is he going to go? And you guys did an incredible interview with him. I think that interview that you did with Moni was probably the most laid back and comfortable he was
Yeah.
in any interview, because the questions you guys asked were great, really super personal. But the whole vibe is like, of course his country wants him.
Mhm.
Like, the Olympics are coming. You don't have time to do another year in the NCAA
Yeah.
when you could be at a higher level. And it sucks because it's so much fun. And this year was so much fun, but I can't see him coming back. I really can't. He's got the world at his feet. We say it every broadcast, every time he hits an ace. Oh my God. Like, he's the reason these gyms are packed. Yes, it's Long Beach State. Yes, it's a high level volleyball game, but it's Moni. Like, we were at senior night, the last game of the season, and we stuck around, obviously, because it's like, this could be it. You see San Diego get swept, and people are still in the gym an hour later, running across the bleachers to try to get an autograph or a photo. Moni's out there signing foreheads.
Yeah.
Like,
I saw that picture.
that was crazy. But like, that's an opportunity for the sport to grow, and it's a shame that not everybody's able to capitalize on this moment in time.
He's box office.
Do you feel like this is maybe a little more off just volleyball? I think this year we can say it's been a bit of a disappointing year for Long Beach State sports overall. Do you feel like volleyball can sustain where they've been at? Because I feel like last year, before I knew the Moni hype, I was questioning if we'd be the same team. Lost a lot of big players. I mean, this year we're going to lose Soda, so we're going to lose Moni. I'm sure there's other big seniors as
Nato,
well. Nato,
yeah.
Dieris,
Dieris.
I'm gonna miss
Yep.
him so much.
Yeah.
He's so much fun.
Do you feel like Long Beach is a sport, or volleyball is a sport we can keep sustaining?
It won't be at this level.
No.
It simply won't be at this level, but I hope so. We've had a lot of struggles this year athletically. Men's basketball was definitely rough, a rough atmosphere. It's a transition year, of course, but that was a rough season to be a part of. So many heartbreaking losses at the end, when you felt like, could this be the one? Could this be the one? And it was not the one. Women's basketball was fun. They had some really good games. Before men's volleyball came around, I enjoyed women's basketball a lot, because it was like night in, night out. Savannah Tucker chasing 1,000 points, right? A heavy senior class. And we're seeing it now with baseball. Baseball's a struggle too. Like, another transition year, another rebuilding year. So I hope volleyball continues to be a shining light, especially for broadcasting.
Mhm.
Like, I know we get viewership. I know people care right now about Long Beach State volleyball. And if it continues, that's great. But we need to capitalize on this momentum. Like you guys said, like, we have Moni now, and we need to keep the fans after.
Win a natty.
Yep.
That's how you do it.
I mean, that's it. Win
That's
a
a-
natty.
That's the best way, obviously, to finish off the year. But one final question. Who would you rather face in the final? Because they, being the 1 seed, they avoid Hawaii and UCLA until a possible NCAA championship. Who would you guys rather see them face?
Ooh.
Because I think Hawaii has obviously beat them 2 out of 3 times. They won the Big West.
Mm-hmm.
But UCLA has also knocked them out the last 2 years. And, I mean, if UCLA gets to the championship, they're 3 sets away from completing a three-peat.
Yeah. It's
So-
huge. We don't have an easy bracket on our side of the bracket either. Like, I think we'll face Loyola Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll be a tough matchup. Fort Valley State, I hope we sweep them aside with ease. I hope they're not messing around too much.
Pepperdine took them 5 sets, too, this year.
Pepperdine, yeah, 5 sets. Like, our bracket is not easy, but I would rather see Hawaii again. Those games
Hawaii.
are so fun
Yeah.
for the matchup purely, and for there to be no questions on who deserves the national title. Because if we make it and UCLA is in there, we'll still have that, like, oh, but Hawaii beat you guys
Yeah.
2 out of 3 times.
I get that.
If it's Hawaii again and we can pull it off, there'll be no questions. Yes, we beat UCLA. Yes, we beat Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're the best. Yes, we're going to parade the trophy around the Walter Pyramid. Like, there'll be no questions. So to win it outright, unequivocally, give me Hawaii.
I like that.
I remember last year, one quick story to wrap things up. I remember last year watching the semifinal game before Long Beach State and Grand Canyon, and me and my roommate were watching. It was UCLA and UCI, and we were kind of talking like, oh, like, we don't want UCI. We want to beat the champs to be the champs. I regret saying that because we ended up losing. But yeah, I mean, either way, it'll be interesting and the storyline will be there, assuming, or if they can get to the championship. So it'll be interesting.
It'll be interesting, but no matter what, I'm taking Long Beach State. No
Yeah.
matter who we face, we have this team. Like, this team is really, really good. They've overcome so much adversity. We can take down the best. I fully believe. I need shirts, I believe, in Long Beach State men's volleyball.
Yes.
All right. Just to reiterate, one final time. Really sorry to everyone at 22 West.
Just do a lap around the studio a few times a day. Say that a few more times.
But I have a hell of a respect for everyone here. I mean, we've been on your guys' podcast, we've been on ours, even before any of this beef resurfaced by accident. So, yeah, I'm sorry to everyone.
We'll catch you on the court sometime soon.
Yes. Just posterize me.
No, we appreciate the work you guys do too. Obviously, Teed Up, this is season 5 with you guys.
Yeah.
Like, you guys do so many great interviews and do a lot of great work. This is the first time on Teed Up where I knew I was going to be on Teed Up. When I was on here with Zach months and months ago, I had no idea we were coming on Teed Up. You came on Footy Fridays, and he mentioned it on the show, like, "Oh yeah, we're about to go do your show." I did not know that. I had no clue. I was unshaven. I was looking disheveled. I didn't know what Teed Up was. But to watch you guys in your shows and your interviews, and like, you guys do great work. You guys have left obviously a good legacy with Long Beach Current and your media. So
Thank you.
beyond the beef, you guys do great work.
Thank you. Yeah, we apologize over overreaction over a competitive game of
Basketball.
hoops. Yeah.
Basketball, yeah. Y'all had some highlights too. Don't act shy about that.
Matty G was on the sideline
Yeah, I
keeping
was just
stats.
keeping stats.
Yeah,
But he was looking good while doing it.
Thank you. I tried to dress as a coach that game. I was going to
Yeah,
bring a clipboard and
just spit it out.
everything. I was just going to yell ISO. I don't watch basketball. I don't even like the sport, so I was just going to be there to say ISO.
Oh,
Rock and
man.
roll.
Thank you so much for joining us for Season 5, Episode 14 of Teed Up. Thank you to our video and editor producer, Aiden Swanepoel, and our multimedia producer, Elle Nicklin. If you want to stay up to date on the latest in Long Beach State sports, check out our website, lbcurrent.com, and follow us on socials at lbcurrent. Thank you so much for listening. See you guys later.
Later.